We might just get hit with Torrey.
Me Millie. Cause we in the field with them birds like we play for the Eagles. I'm on probation, so let me not talk what's illegal. Switch it up. Today I woke up with my drinker, she rich as a beetle. For my teachers that said I won't make it here, I spent a day.
What's going on, guys? Your boy Joey Shake 72 coming guys with a video right now. So, the bodyguard, Jason Peters, could be on his way out of Philly this year. I got a strong feeling that Jason Peters will get traded, only because he has a $10 million cap hit this year, and obviously we played without him. So got hurt during the second Redskins game. I forgot what week that was, and tore his ACL. I love Jason Peters. If there was any way for him to stay, I would. Want him to stay, of course. This has nothing to do with me not liking him. I love Jason Peters. I've loved him for a long time. Nine-time Pro Bowler. Has gotten injured a lot over the course of his career. 2 Achilles, 2 torn ACLs. So he's been through a lot of shit. A converted, tight end to an offensive left tackle, and it's been absolutely amazing with him. And was pretty good during this course of the year. Then the only good thing that's happened is that, we've been playing good without him. So how much value does he have? He probably has a lot of value. He has a lot of value because, number one, you put him on any other team on the left side, you don't have to worry about it. If there is a team out there with a good left guard that can work well with, the 9-time Pro Bowler Jason Peters, you have a set left side of the line. You have a set left side, so you really don't have to worry about the left side when you have Jason Peters in there. It's all about his health. It's all about how healthy he could stay, and I think a lot of teams will take a chance on him. I know the 49ers tried to get rid of Joe Staley for our first-round pick the past 2 years, but I think Jason Peters is better than Joe Staley, of course. But a $10 million cap hit is a lot, as well as Vinny with the $11 million cap hit. Jason Peters has a $10 million cap hit. We extended him another 2 years. He wants to retire in Philly, but I don't think that we're going to make that happen for him. He wants to play next year. He said at Super Bowl media night that he's going to play somewhere. So I honestly don't know what's going to happen, but I think this has to happen. I think Jason Peters has to go because the cap hit is ridiculous. We have a 6th-round tackle in Halapuli Vaitai that we drafted 2 years ago, and he's done absolutely amazing. So he's been mentored by Jason Peters. You understand who is the best mentor to have is being an offensive tackle on the Eagles and learning as much as he possibly can to have as a Pro Bowl left tackle. Now, Halapuli Vaitai last year played right tackle for the Eagles and literally got disgraced the first game he played. We were at Washington, and he started. That's when Lane Johnson was out for the whole year. For the 10 games he got suspended for the PED usage. So his first start and going forward was from the Redskins game. Ryan Kerrigan literally went by him and tore Wentz up. Wentz got fucked up that game. He got annihilated in the backfield that game. He gave up about 4 to 5 sacks that game. So after that game last year, Vaitai actually did very well. And really thought, like 6 games later, I was like, Vaitai, I haven't really... When you don't really notice a lineman that's when you really don't notice somebody on the offensive line, it's most likely a good thing because you're not really seeing bad things happen. He progressively did better. It was a quiet year, but he progressively got better and did better. And Jeff Stalin, I think he's probably the best offensive line coach in the league. The way he has been taking all these guys that come into the offensive line room and really put these guys to work and get them better and do whatever they got to do. Big V, Halapuli Vaitai, moved to left tackle this year after Jason Peters' injury. And don't even say it, guys. Don't even say it because all you guys were fucking worried, okay? I said Jason Peters went down. He's out for the fucking year, probably. And you know what? Vaitai did this last year, and he was fine. With a second year under his belt, so it all works out. Vaitai is not Jason Peters, so don't get me wrong, but we won the Super Bowl without Jason Peters. Without our Pro Bowl left tackle. Vaitai's got a big chance. He's got a big, bright future on this team. Big, bright future. Okay? And he, in 2 years, can come into a nice payday. Because, honestly, left tackles get paid the most because they protect the blind side of the quarterback. That's why left tackles are, like, so important. And they get paid the most. Protect the blind side of your quarterback. They have the most important job. Even though every position on the offensive line is very important, that left tackle spot is very important, depending on, if the quarterback throws lefty or righty. I think this is going to happen. So, you know what I'm thinking is that the $10 million cap hit, the money that you get back from Jason Peters can be used for probably 2 things. You could probably re-sign 2 people with that money you're getting back. You sign Nigel Bradham, that has mutual interest. And number 2, you sign Brandon Graham. That is well deserved of a new contract. That was one of the lowest paid DNs that didn't have the stats, didn't have the statistics, but had the pressures, but made other people better by pressuring and causing disruption in the backfield. And this is probably going to be the move. And if you have to get something good for him. You have to. There's no second-round pick. There's no third-round pick. You get a first-round pick straight up. You want to fucking have that left side. You don't want to worry about that left side of the line. You don't want to worry about that left side of the line at all. You give away a first-round pick to get a left tackle. If there's a team out there that needs a left tackle, a team that's a piece away on the offensive line, if there's plenty of teams that need offensive line help, especially blindside help. A lot of teams don't have the guys that they need. But having Jason Peters out there, over the course of the years, when Jason Peters was hurt, we were putting Lane Johnson at left tackle, then we were moving people around. But Vaitai playing right tackle he played all right at right tackle last year. He was pretty quiet, but he played pretty solid last year. But the thing is, in college, he played left tackle. Went back to his normal position after Jason Peters got hurt, and look what he's done. The blocks that he's done. I mean, pulling. When he's pulling, man, he's a big guy, man. He's over 325 pounds. He's a big guy at 6'6". I don't even know if he's taller than Jason Peters or whatnot, but he's a big guy. And I'm proud of him. I'm proud of Vaitai. I really am. I'm very high on him. I really am. And what a pick. I mean, 6th round. I think he's a 6th round pick, I think. If I'm mistaken, let me know. But you got to make the move. You have to. You know what I mean? Between Jason Peters, Vinny Curry, and Torrey Smith has a $5 million cap. You get $5 million for Torrey Smith. $5 million for Torrey Smith, which you could sign depth signs. You could sign a receiver in free agency that hasn't done the most of what he could do. So, Jason Peters getting traded. I want this to happen. I think they should do this. They won without Jordan Hicks. They won without Jason Peters. They won without Carson Wentz. But Carson Wentz is a different story because he paved the way for Nick Foles to get to where he is now. So that's just fucking stupid. So all I'm going to say is this. Jason Peters has to get traded this year. As much as we don't want to see guys go, we didn't, you know what I mean? This has to happen. This is for the future of our franchise. This could involve, this involves draft picks. This involves the future of our team. So, I love Jason Peters with a passion. He's in my heart. He'll retire an Eagle. He'll be one of the best he'll be the best left tackle in the league. And it's well deserved. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, this probably, even if he stayed healthy this year, this probably would have happened either way. Because they know Vaitai could play. I knew Vaitai could play. After seeing what I saw last year, I said with his 2nd year under his belt and getting mentored by Jason Peters, especially, Jason Peters, he hasn't been sitting on his ass at the house. He's been on the field. He didn't have to he doesn't have to be with the team when he has a season-ending injury. He doesn't have to. But, dude, he just won his 1st ring. Even though he put in the work, he was on the field a good part of the season. You understand? 1st quarter of the season, he was on the field. He well deserved of a ring. You know what I mean? I know it feels different when you're actually playing the Super Bowl than you're being out the whole year. But Jason Peters, they have to get a first-round pick for Jason Peters. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. Or a second-round pick and a player, and a mid-tier player. I'd probably take a second-round pick and a mid-tier player. But to be honest with you, fuck the second-round pick, straight-up first-round pick. Whether it's this year's draft or next year's draft. Don't care. For the 2019 draft or this draft coming up 2018. That's what I'll get. That's what I would say about this. So that's really all I got to say really about, you know, Jason Peters. You know what I mean? There's a lot of speculation going on, but I think this will happen. There's way too... He's got a $10 million cap hit. That's way too much. And then we just won the Super Bowl. He only played a quarter of the season with the team, and we just won the Super Bowl without him. And Vitai's looking very promising. So if the young guy is getting it done, you fucking promote his ass to starter this coming year. And Jason Peters could say bye-bye. And we need to get a first-round pick, and we need to get value, and we need to get some fucking cap space. So Harry Roseman will work the cap space, but give it time. You don't know what's going to happen when Harry Roseman's in charge. You never know what's going to happen. So that's all I really got to say, guys. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe, comment, whatever you got to do. And that's about it. So fly goes fly, shake squad up. See you guys later. Peace, peace, peace. Peace.